Hi everyone. So let's do a big picture oracle spread to see what kinds of energies we can capture around us at this time. So I'm going to do a 5x3 spread. So we're starting with the road, the anchor, the tree, the stork, the sun, the broken mirror, the ship, the dog, the bouquet, the stars, Cupid, the moon, coffin, the woman, and the tower. So let's just start breaking this down bit by bit. So we're starting off with the dog right in the center of this reading. So this tells me that this is a significant person in your life. This could be a friend. The dog usually represents friends or loyal people in your life. So this could be siblings, this could be customers, but anyone, there's someone here in the reading that is a very loyal person to you. But it feels like perhaps you're having to make a choice having to do with that person. So perhaps this is a colleague, because I am seeing the tower here, that you're having to make a choice about where you're headed or what your ultimate decision is going to be when it comes to this person. I can see in the past that you weren't seeing clearly the direction you're meant to go with or perhaps without this person. But I can also see that in your future energy, you are really being divinely guided, because the bouquet and the stars are all about intuition, and the stars card is really my spiritual GPS card. So you are definitely being driven by your intuition in the right direction, but there's certainly a decision that you have to make here. Something has ended with this person. So maybe you've outgrown each other. Maybe you're graduating from college and you're both moving to different cities. Maybe you're being promoted and moving to another department or another city. Do you see what I'm doing there? It's something like that. So make that make sense for your story, but something has ended with this person. And because there's a tree card here too, with the bouquet and the stars, I do again strongly feel like you are being guided by your ancestors, but I'm also getting a better vision of this person. And I think this could be a family member. So you could be moving from home. You could be moving away from a sibling. So make this make sense again for you. But it does feel like something has ended. Like it's time to spread your wings and fly. It's time to make the choice to perhaps release this person, not from your life, but just from your everyday life, that may move to the other city and don't stay in this city just because this person is here. So again, make that make sense for you and your story. So it's almost like you're not moving with this two of swords. But although it does feel like the two of swords, doesn't it? Like you're trying to make a choice, but you're stuck with the anchor, and that's what the two of swords is, which is probably why I just channeled that. But with the road and the anchor, it's like you have to make a decision, but you're stuck. You're not moving on from this person. So there's this reason here, I think, to ask yourself why. Because you see there's a new person, a new opportunity, new customers, new friends, new ideas, new inspiration, perhaps in a completely different city, in a completely different location. And with the Tower card being here, it's more about your longevity. So yes, do I have to leave my parents' home so I can go pursue my career? But that's my longevity, is this career. So of course I have to leave my parents' home. So again, make that make sense for you, but I'm trying to give you the context of what these cards are really saying. But I think what you don't know is the amount of success and the amount of upgrades. With the stork and the sun coming in together, those are hugely successful energies. They're upgrades, they're optimism, they're success, they're winning. So I think you don't really know just how much you're holding yourself back if you stay in this person's energy and this explosion of happiness and success that comes here, because we have the stork with the sun, the bouquet with the stars, the woman with the tower. There's so much here that's waiting for you, but it feels like you're kind of stuck because of this person. And I don't think this person is deliberately holding you back, but it does feel like they are holding you back in one way or another. So, and I think what you don't know is whoever this person is for you, I just think with the moon here, I think they're just afraid to, if you expand your energy, it's like a mirror to them of how they didn't expand theirs. But that's a good thing. It's good. Set the example for this person. Go spread your wings with the stork. Go get your successes. Go start your career. Go take on the next step in your life, whatever that is for you. And show this person that they can do it too. Be the example. But I feel like if you stay in this situation, you're both just keeping each other small, even though I can tell it's not what you want. Because we have Cupid in the moon here, which tells me that this is something that you love very much. You have a passion for whatever this is you're headed for. And you don't want to hide it with the moon. You don't want to hide your skills, your passions, perhaps your intuitive gifts because of the bouquet and the stars. So it just really feels like that's the message that's through here. This person showed up right in the center of this reading, which is how I know this is very heavy on you. But it feels like your options are to stay with this person and you keep each other small, or you move on, not from this person. Of course, keep your sister, if that's who it is, in your life, but move on in a stronger direction for your own well-being, your own individuation. And then that person can follow in their own right, in their own passions, in their own pursuits. So there you go. That is our big picture oracle reading. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.